Hello, everyone out there in YouTube, Rumble, and Xland. Welcome back to Diego Knows. I, of course, am Diego. And today we're going to continue to talk about Barbie. That's right, Barbie, the piece of shit movie from 2023 that I'm starting to gain a little bit of respect for. I really am. Okay, it's not the worst movie I've ever seen, but I'm really trying really hard to pay attention to the subdivision. Okay, that's the meaning behind the meaning. What are they really trying to say here? Okay, now obviously this is a movie that was aimed at kids. You know, to sell Barbie doll. It's a 2-hour toy commercial. That's obvious. That's granted. But there's a lot of adult themes in there. Okay, and let's face it, the little kids today, the girls today, do they really play with? I don't know. I don't have any daughters. Okay, but do they really play with Barbie dolls? You know, I mean, do they really? I mean, most kids are on their iPhones. You know, they're on TikTok and shit. You know, and on kids' YouTube. You know, and fucking playing Roblox and shit like that, Minecraft, okay, and they're Nintendo Switches and shit. They're not really, you know, they're not like my generation, our generation, you know, where we actually played with toys. We actually went outside. Remember, we had the big wheels. You know, we used to play in traffic. Okay, like, you know, there was. It was a whole different time back then, you know. Your parents let you go on the weekends. You know, you just went out and played with your friends, and if you came home, you came home. You know, and there was no. You know, it wasn't like it is today, you know, where the kids are mostly insular. You know, they like to stay inside, do things inside, you know, watch their videos, and that kind of thing, you know, instead of going outside and doing things and playing, you know. Yeah, it's a different time now, you know, the innocence is gone, okay? And you see, it's kind of heartbreaking watching that, you know, but it's what it is, you know, times change, you know, that's why you'll notice the kids today aren't interested in the shit that we were interested in. You know, my son couldn't give two fucking shits about the stuff that I liked as a kid. You know, my son doesn't even fucking like Transformers. I mean, what the fuck, man? Transformers was like the biggest thing in the fucking world in the early 80s. You know, every fucking boy I knew had a Transformer. We used to collect them, you know, and who had the best one, you know, and the rich kids had the expensive Transformers and shit, you know, so it was a different time. You know, and now it's like, who gives a shit? You know, kids don't even care about that stuff. You know, they're not buying, you know, they're not buying Star Wars. You know, they're not buying the Marvel. The Marvel merchandise isn't really selling that much, you know, at least not in America. You know, it's selling a lot overseas and stuff, you know, but it's like that era is gone. You know, there's a reason Toys R Us went out of business, like, what, 6 years ago, 7 years ago? You know, it's because of shit like this, you know. Toys, and you want to buy toys now, you just go to Walmart, you know, or buy it online. You know, it's cheaper that way. Go on eBay. Go on fucking Amazon, you know. There is no fucking big toy store. KB Toys is gone. Fucking Toys R Us is gone, man. And I remember when I was a kid, that was like the big thing. That was like, I wanted to be a Toys R Us kid, you know. You know, the shop the best. You shop the best for so much less. You really flip your lid, you know. I don't want to grow up, baby. If I did, I couldn't be a Toys R Us kid. Yeah, we all know that fucking commercial. I want to be a Toys R Us kid. Hey, yeah, and watch the Bozo Show. I'm from Chicago. Okay, but you know, that kind of shit, you know, and that era's just gone. It's gone. And these kids today, it's weird how we relate to them, you know, because a lot of the shit that we were told when we were kids, these kids today aren't getting that message. You know, they're doing other stuff now. They're going against that stuff. You know, and I understand progress is a part of life. You know, and this movie Barbie's definitely trying to tell you that change is a part of life. That's just life. Things are going to change. Nothing ever stays the same. It can't. Things have to progress. We have to move forward. We have to constantly be moving forward. When you stop moving forward, you die. Okay, and that's never going to fucking change. There's always going to be progress. Okay, but the trick here is to try to relate to the kids. Today, the relevance of fucking Barbie. So in a lot of ways, the little argument that Sasha made to Barbie earlier in the movie at the lunch table, where she tells Barbie that she's just a fucking fascist and that she set the women's movement back 50 years. No, she didn't. Okay, it didn't go anywhere. Okay, it actually got worse. All right, you know, and that she makes women feel ashamed of their bodies, and you know, and I was gonna get the fuck out of here with all the fucking body positivity Barbies you have. You got fucking Barbies with a goddamn cock. All right, so don't fucking tell me that Barbie makes you fucking feel bad about what you look like. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, they lost that war a long fucking time ago. All right, no, it doesn't. Okay, any more than fucking playing with GI Joes, you know, makes me feel bad about the way I fucking look. No, it fucking doesn't. Okay, this is a bullshit narrative. All right, but the point is here is that Barbie, okay, when Sasha made that little speech to Barbie, I think she was condemning what Barbie represented to the previous generation of little girls. Okay, but today, what does Barbie represent today? Okay, she doesn't really represent anything. You know, I think most girls could give two shits about Barbie, honestly. The kids today, I think it was mostly the adult women that were in the audience that were watching this movie, that were invested in this movie. You know, they're the ones that were trying to relive their childhood. Just like the America Ferrera's Ugly Betty's character in this movie was trying to relive her childhood by playing with fucking Barbies, even though she's fucking middle aged. I mean, who the fuck is middle aged and plays with their fucking old toys? You know, who the fuck does that? Nobody does that shit. Okay, it's immature and it's stupid. All right. Hey, disposable income, bitch. Disposable fucking income. All right. Don't judge me. All right. Anyway, so yeah, so. You know, I think that the problem here is that this generation doesn't know what to do with Barbie. Okay, I mean, they're not going to look at Barbie to get a body positive message. They're not going to look at Barbie as a role model. Okay, they're going to look at fucking Cardi B. Okay, they're going to look at fucking Taylor Swift. Okay, what is it, Kylie Jenner and shit. That's who they looked up to. You know, Megan Thee Stallion and Lizzo and shit like that. That's who they look up to. They don't care what two fucking shits about Barbie. You know, that's the role model anymore. Now the smart girls out there, they understand that you know, if you're good looking, it's better to be good looking, you know, and a good person than it is to just be a good person. Okay, I think they figured that out. All right, a lot more doors are going to open for you. Okay, if you're pretty and nice as opposed to just being nice. Okay, and that goes for men too. I'm not trying to be sexist here at all. Okay, it goes for men too. All right, so women are naturally going to fucking want to be attractive, even if it's not for men, for each other. Okay, because women like to compete with each other as to who's the best looking, who's the guy. That fucking sisterhood bullshit. Get the fuck out of here, okay? Women compete with each other all the fucking time, and that's never gonna stop. You get erase all the fucking men out of the picture. Women are still gonna fucking compete against each other. That's never gonna stop. Just like men are always gonna compete against each other. That's never gonna fucking stop. You can get rid of all the women in the world, okay? Men are still gonna compete against each other. Who's the strongest? Who's the toughest? You know, who's the smartest? Who's the bravest? All that kind of shit, all right? That's never gonna go away, all right? So that whole argument that women don't do it for men is a bullshit fucking argument. It's not true. Yes, men notice attractive women because we're very visual. Okay, that's what turns us on. If a woman's beautiful, that turns us on. Okay, it makes us fucking insecure too. It makes us, you know, all sorts of things go on. Okay, when there's a beautiful woman around. All right, we get horny. Okay, we're attracted to them. We want to impress them. You know, we want to do all these things for them. Okay, and women know this, and that's why they make themselves attractive. It's not because some fucking doll told them to do it. You see what I mean? That's my point here, okay? That's always going to happen. You can get rid of the Barbie, but you can't get rid of the social media influencers. You can't get rid of the modeling industry. You're not going to get rid of the movie industry or any of that kind of shit. They'll destroy themselves on their own, okay? But the point is that you're never going to get rid of beautiful people. There's always going to be beautiful people because there's always going to be people that are attracted to beautiful people. Even straight women like looking at beautiful women, okay? So no, that's never going to change. You can't fucking blame Barbie for that. Okay, it's always going to fucking be that way, no matter what you do. Okay, whether you're on your fucking iPhone or whether you're fucking playing with an old fucking Barbie doll from 1959, it doesn't fucking matter. That's always going to be there. Okay, this movie doesn't do anything to change that. It makes fun of that, but it doesn't actually do anything to change it. You see what I mean? There's actually a scene in the movie where Helen Mirren, who narrates the movie, she says that, you know, if the producers of this movie, she's talking to the audience. She says the producers of this movie wanted to make a point that you don't have to be physically beautiful to be a strong, empowered woman, then you should not have cast Margot Robbie in this role. Like, they actually say that in the fucking movie, and then they go right back to the movie, okay? Well, but you did cast Margot Robbie in this role, okay? So there's what you wish, what you think should be done, and then what you actually did are in flux. They're in contradiction with each other. So which one fucking is it, okay? You spent millions of dollars on this fucking movie and you cast Margot Robbie for a reason, and then you said you shouldn't have cast Margot Robbie, okay, because she's too pretty. She doesn't relate to the average girl. Get the fuck out of here, okay? Margot Robbie is pretty right now. She ain't the best looking woman in the world. I mean, I do her. Okay, but there's lots of women I do. Doesn't mean they're they're the best looking women in the world. And I think most guys are going to admit to that. All right, but she's pretty and she's non-threatening. I think for most girls. Okay, I mean, she's pretty, but she's not so fucking beautiful that women are going to hate her. You know, or be super fucking jealous of her. I mean, there's already women super jealous of Margot Robbie. It's not because of her looks. There's lots of beautiful women. There's lots of women more better looking than Margot Robbie. They're just not as successful as Margot Robbie in Hollywood. You see, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so that enough is alone for women to get jealous. It doesn't have to be her looks. It's gonna be just her fucking career. The fact that she's everywhere, and the fact this movie made almost $1.5 billion means we're going to see a lot more Margot Robbie. Okay, she's got a whole other set of. Once this writers and acting strike is over, we're going to see a lot more of her. Okay, because that's how you get jobs in Hollywood. You have to be in a blockbuster. And everyone that's associated with a blockbuster, okay, it's like they say, a wave rises all ships. Okay, so anyone, you could be a fucking fluffer in this fucking movie. You're going to get more jobs now because you were associated with this movie. You see what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. Greta Gerwig is going to get more jobs. What's his name? Who the fuck plays Ken? I can't even think of his fucking name right now. What the fuck's wrong with me? Ryan, whatever. He's gonna get fucking. He's gonna get more acting jobs out of this. Margot Robbie obviously is gonna get a lot more. So is fucking Lamel Yu, the Asian Ken. He's gonna get a lot more jobs, and he fucking sucks. He's a horrible actor. He's a fucking terrible actor. He's gonna get more roles because this movie's successful. Okay, so that doesn't fucking matter. Okay, but I think that the kids today don't really understand our generation. We were from the generation that actually played with toys. I think the kids today don't really understand that. I think they go from playing with toys as a toddler to going on video games and social media and that kind of shit. You know, the kids are transfixed with this kids YouTube. There was no kids YouTube when I was a little fucking kid. That's how old I am. Okay, there was no YouTube when we were kids. Fuck, you couldn't even watch cartoons at night when I was a little kid, okay? You had to wait for a fucking a Bugs Bunny Easter special to watch a cartoon at night. You had to wait for the fucking the Charlie Brown fucking Thanksgiving special to watch a cartoon at night, okay? How times have changed. How times have fucking changed. The kids today don't understand that, okay? But what they do understand is the importance of being socially desirable, the importance of social status. The kids definitely understand that. And Barbie puts herself up there. Okay, there's a phrase called Barbie doll. If you know, she looks like a Barbie doll. Okay, when I was in the Marines, I dated a girl in the Marines that looked like a Barbie doll. She really did. She looked like a fucking human Barbie doll. I mean, seriously, she looked like a fucking. Even my friends in the Marines were, oh my god. Your girl looks just like a fucking Barbie doll. Yeah, I know she looks like a Barbie doll. I know. You know? I might have mentioned this before. When I was reviewing Officer and Gentleman, I was also putting in my own anecdotes about being in the military and meeting, and, you know, and falling in love on base and while you're going through training school and shit like that, because I went through that myself. Okay, and that's the same girl I'm thinking about right now. She looked like a fucking Barbie doll. All right. Obviously, it wasn't going to last or anything like that. It was just for training. But, you know, that is something that men do desire. Okay, they like girls that look like that. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with that. But I think women understand that attraction. They understand the value of social influence. Okay, and I think that's what they aspire to. Not so much what Barbie represents, okay, but so much what the whole pretty girl in general represents. They get a lot more doors open if you're better looking than if you're not, okay? And that's never gonna fucking change, okay? You can take all the Barbie dolls away, it's never gonna fucking change, all right? So I think girls are more influenced by that, by social media, than they are by anything else, okay? Not definitely not fucking toys. Toys aren't really selling the way they used to anymore, all right? That generation's gone. We had our time, it's over and done with now, okay? The kids today want something different, and we gotta accept that, all right? Now me, I'm Diego. I'm going to give you a straight man's point of view. That's what I do here, okay? If you're easily offended, if you're easily triggered, get the fuck out right now. I'm not going to censor myself for you to spare your feelings. I don't fucking know you, okay? But I'm going to tell you how it is. I'm going to give you a straight man's point of view, and this is a fucking chick flick, so I'm going to fucking destroy it because I don't fucking like this movie, okay? But I'm still on the fence about it because I get confused in this movie. Every once in a while, I think they're going with the narrative of misandry, of putting men down, and then the next thing you know, they say something that makes us sympathize with the Kens, sympathize with the men in the movie. Whoa, whoa, you're not supposed to make us sympathize with them. You're supposed to make us hate them. Okay, so it's kind of weird, like what's going on here, okay? I'm still trying to figure it out. Hopefully I'll have it figured out by the time I'm done reviewing this movie, all right? So if you're easily offended, get the fuck out. But the real question you need to ask yourself is, can you handle it? Can you handle the truth? Because I don't think, you know, you can't handle the truth. I ain't gonna fucking ask anymore. All right, so let's continue where we left off last time, okay? Now, where we were last time, Barbie went to the real world, the supposed real world. It's not fucking nothing real about it. It's more fake than Barbie Land, honestly. Okay, she went there. Ken went there with her. Ken discovered some books that don't fucking exist in real life. He discovered the patriarchy, even though he thinks it's about fucking horses. And he couldn't believe that people talked to him and treated him like a normal person because he doesn't get treated like that way in Barbie Land. His whole job in Barbie Land is just to simp for fucking Barbie. And Barbie's nice to him, but she's not attracted to him. She's not in love with him. She doesn't really care about him, you know. But he's in love with her. He's always trying to win her approval and that kind of. She's completely oblivious to this. But in the real world, you know, a woman actually approached him and asked him what time it was, and he said, "Oh my God, you respect me? Like, you treated me like I matter? You know, that kind of thing, all right? So he brought all that back to Barbie Land. Meanwhile, Mattel, the toy company, yeah, they're in this movie, headed by Will Ferrell, the CEO. They arrested Barbie, and they try to get her to go back in the box because it's catastrophic that a Barbie escaped from Barbie Land, even though there's nothing to stop her from escaping. There's no bars, there's no walls, there's no guard there. And at any moment, anyone from our land can go to Barbie Land and vice versa, okay? The only requirement is that you gotta be wearing rollerblades, okay, to get to Barbie. That's the only fucking requirement, all right? So when Barbie goes in the real world, she escapes from there. She meets an old lady named Ruth, but doesn't have enough time really to talk to her. She escapes with Ugly Betty. Okay, her name's Gloria. Okay, she's a middle-aged Mexican woman. She's the one that dreamed up a Barbie. You know, she didn't dream her up, but she's the one that's been fantasizing about Barbie recently, and putting herself down because she's not perfect. So instead of her trying to be like Barbie, okay, she was trying to make Barbie more like her, pathetic. Okay, and that's the reason Barbie didn't have all these problems in Barbie Land. That's the reason she came into the real world to find this woman, this girl. She thought it was Sasha, Gloria's daughter, but it's not. It's actually Gloria, even though she's middle-aged. And she's been recently playing with Barbie dolls because she feels lonely, even though she's fucking married. Okay, and she's depressed at her life. Her daughter's a little fucking angry feminist fucking libtard fucking Antifa bitch. Okay, but we don't know why. We have no idea why. Okay, who hates Barbie, by the way. So they try to escape from being chased by Mattel, and Barbie decides to bring these women, this little girl and her mom, to Barbie Land. So they rollerblade to Barbie Land, and the daughter, Sasha, says, well, Mom, what about Dad? We can't just leave Dad here. Oh, fuck him. He doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly. That's what they think about men. Okay, then we see a little clip of I guess that's her husband. He's just this nerdy asshole on his fucking phone trying to learn Spanish, even though he's been married to this Mexican woman for at least 13 years. Okay, he's just now trying to learn Spanish. He's proud of himself. Get the fuck out of here while he's jerking off to gay porn. All right, meanwhile, Barbie and Gloria and her daughter Sasha, they come to Barbie Land. They start singing stupid-ass songs like Closer to Fine by not the Indigo Girls. It's by a cover band. I guess they couldn't afford the rights to the actual song. Okay, and they make it to fucking Barbie Land, and they find out that the Kens have taken over, okay? There's no more fucking Mount Rushmore with all the Barbie faces, and now it's a bunch of horses. See, the Kens are so fucking stupid that when they took over Barbie Land, when they redid their Mount Rushmore, they didn't put themselves on there. They put fucking horses on there, which makes no fucking sense. All right, for some dumbass reason that's never explained, Ken conflates fucking the patriarchy with fucking horses. He thinks they're the same fucking thing. Okay, so you can't be patriarchy. You can't be doing patriarchy unless you're doing horses too. Like, I have no idea what the fuck that means. There's plenty of women that love horses just as much as men, so I don't understand how that's a symbol of masculinity. A horse doesn't make any fucking sense. Okay, I know more women that love horses than fucking men. All right. So get the fuck out of here. But anyway, that's just, you just got to go with it, okay? So anyway, so Barbie's happy that she brought the girls to Barbie Land. She wants her to see how everything's perfect in Barbie Land. But like I said, the Barbies Barbie's confused, and all the Barbies are acting like women now. Now they're already acting like women. I'm not trying to say that they weren't feminine before. They were very feminine, and I actually like that. I like it when girls act like girls, when they dress like girls, when they put makeup on, whatever. They wear their heels, they wear their dresses, their skirts, whatever. You don't really see too much of that anymore. I mean, every once in a while you do, okay? But there's a big push today in society, in the media, okay, in movies and television, music videos, for women to be more masculine, okay, to attribute all the qualities that are associated with men, to be strong, to be tough, to be brave, to walk with their shoulders out, walk with their legs spread apart, that kind of shit, and it just doesn't work. But that's what feminists are telling girls to do. You need to act like what we consider men should be acting, because you need to be strong and powerful, okay? Now, men, on the other hand, need to be more feminine. They need to cross their legs. They need to be more sensitive. They need to drink more fucking soy milk in their lattes, and complain about the patriarchy, and complain, about how feminism, all men should be feminists, and all this kind of fucking bullshit, basically, the kind of fucking guys that fucking Emma Watson dates, okay? Well, actually, no, the kind of guys that Emma Watson says she's friends with, okay? But actually, she dates alpha males. Go figure, yeah, okay? Be that kind of guy, the simp soy boy. That's the kind of message that they're trying to make all the boys to be. They want boys to be subservient to women. They want the men to be fucking pussies, okay? That's what the Kens are, and that's how all the men in this movie are portrayed. Okay, they're all stupid. They're all fucking in love with Barbie, and they can't fucking they can't even wipe their own ass without a Barbie telling them how to fucking do it. Okay, they're all fucking stupid as shit. They don't know where the fuck they're going. Okay, and they're all fucking misogynistic and just dumb. Okay, all the men in this movie are that way. There's not one good one among any of them. All right, that's exactly what society, at least in the Western part of society, or Western culture's values, are trying to push onto boys to be like that. Be a soy boy. Be a simp. Don't fucking watch Andrew Tate. Don't try to learn fucking martial arts. Don't get interested in football. Don't do any of that fucking shit. Okay, what you need to do is watch fucking Wuthering Heights. You know, watch Sense and Sensibility. Okay, you know, watch Pride and Prejudice. Okay, you need to fucking watch fucking Sex and the City and just be happy that you're good enough to smell your girlfriend's farts. Okay, that should be enough for you. Okay, that's basically what they're trying to do. Okay, you got to pay for everything. You got to be faithful to your girlfriend, but your girlfriend can fuck whoever she wants. You know why? Because she's a boss bitch and you're not. Okay, why? Because she got a vagina and you don't. You see what I mean? That's the message they're trying to push. They want men to be like that. Okay, now in real life, men are not like that. Some men are, unfortunately, and too many, in my opinion. Okay, but most men, they hold on to their masculinity to different degrees. Okay, and they're not going to give it up just because some fucking rom-com or some fucking chick flick told them to. Okay, and that's the problem that the media has with society. They're trying to make society like the media. Okay, they're trying to use all their power to influence society to be more like them. Okay, and who controls the media? Well, fucking Silicon Valley. Fucking it's fucking Century City. It's LA. The people, the Beverly Hills, the people that made this fucking movie. They live in their fucking California fucking bubble, okay, with their liberal politics, even though it's very fucking draconian and very fucking fascist, honestly. The liberals have lost the idea of what liberals were. Liberalism meant freedom of thought, freedom of speech. Okay, you can't do that anymore in California. Okay, you got to be with them or else. Okay, so they already lost the fucking fight a long time ago. They forgot what they were fighting for, okay? But those are the people that are trying to tell you what reality is and what things are supposed to be like. Okay, they're the ones trying to force that into the real world, and it's not like the real world just doesn't agree with that. Most of us don't agree with everything. Some of the things that they do in California and that they do in Hollywood, we agree with, but some of it we don't. We're not allowed to disagree with them. You see what I mean? And that's the problem. They're taking away our freedom. They're taking away our agency, taking away our choice. Okay, and that's definitely in this movie. Okay, you're either with them or you're against them. Okay, and in Barbie Land, the women are in charge. But guess what? In the real world, guess what? The women are also in charge. You see, there's no choice. It's the illusion of choice. Now, Greta Gerwig mentioned that earlier in the movie with Crazy Barbie or Wild Barbie, or Ugly Barbie. Okay, that the choice is just an illusion. Okay, and so far that's exactly what I've seen. We've got the real world, which is not real at all, and you got the Barbie world. Okay, in the Barbie world, the women are all in charge. The men are all subservient. They're all stupid. Okay, and in the real world, the women are all in charge. The men are all subservient, and they're all fucking stupid. Yeah, so it's like there's no difference here. The only difference is that the women complain more in the real world. That's it. That's the only fucking difference. Okay. All the women do in the real world is complain. That's the only fucking difference. Okay, the women in Barbie Land don't fucking complain. The women in the real world fucking complain. That's the only fucking difference. What the fuck? Oh my god. Anyway. So that's going on here. Okay, yeah. Ken tells the guys that horses are men extenders. Okay, Ken's having a little meeting there. He took over Barbie's house. It's Ken's house now. Ken's Mojo Dojo Casa house. All right, that's what he calls it. All right. And he's trying to school all the other Kens on the importance of horses. Horses are men extenders. All right, because that's what he learned when he was in the real world for the half a day that he was in the real world. Okay. The Kens have taken over Barbie Land, okay, in Barbie's house. Ken is now shirtless. He's walking around showing off his spray painted, yes, they're spray painted, his spray painted abs, okay? He's wearing a big fucking white fur coat like Sylvester Stallone used to wear in the early 80s, okay? Because he saw a picture of Stallone doing that. And he's wearing a fucking bling bling fucking necklace. I don't know what it is. Okay. And he's wearing boxing gloves. I guess that's the show that he watched Rocky or I don't fucking know. No guy dresses like this is what I'm trying to say. Okay. He saw a guy walking around in a fur coat in Century City earlier in the movie when he was in the real world. And that guy was clearly gay. And he has no idea that men don't dress like that. Okay. Only eccentric men really dress like that. Okay. Not the average guy, okay? But he can't tell the difference between an eccentric guy and an average guy. He just assumes it's all real, okay? So, so he dresses like that now, too. He wears 6 watches, 3 on each wrist, That's going on. And if you look at the pad, a couple of things I've noticed, he's got a big flat screen TV. Where the fuck did that come from? And it works? Like, how the fuck do you have a working flat screen TV in Barbie Land? Nothing's supposed to work. Everything's fake. The faucets don't actually shoot out water. The milk cartons don't actually have milk in them. The toasters don't actually cook anything, but yet the flat screen TV works. How the fuck did that happen? It's not explained. All right, he's got protein powder there. He's got cowboy attire everywhere. Well, that makes sense. Barbie's, you dress them up, all right? And Ken's like, when Barbie and Gloria and Sasha confront him, he's like, don't question it. Just roll with it, honey baby. And Barbie's like, don't call me honey baby. He's like, well, then don't call me superfluous. Okay. Okay, no, he didn't say that, okay? Earlier in the movie, when Barbie was taking the women into Barbie Land, she accidentally let it slip that the Kens in Barbie Land are superfluous, okay? Which means they don't fucking matter. Nobody gives a shit about them. Nobody ever really asks them their opinion on anything. They serve no fucking purpose other than to lust after the Barbies and try to impress the Barbies. That's the only purpose they serve. They don't even like each other. All they're all about is trying to impress the Barbies. They're superfluous. Okay, so now she's telling him, don't call me honey baby. He's like, well, don't call me superfluous. He didn't actually say that. No, I made that up. Okay, that's what I would have said if it had been me playing Ken in this movie. Okay, so you can criticize me, but I can't criticize you. You can make fun of me, but I can't make fun of you. You see what I mean? That's what I would have done. But obviously, there was no straight men involved in making this movie, so that actually did not happen. Okay. But anyway, Ken tells Barbie that he's just enjoying some brewski beers, because he's a frat boy now. Some brewskis in his Mojo Dojo Casa house, all right? And that she can stay as his bride wife if she wants to, and she can be his long-term, low-commitment, distance girlfriend. Which I thought that was kind of funny, okay? Long-term, low-commitment distance girlfriend. Okay. Yes, that is a bit chauvinistic there, okay? But you know what? At the same time, this movie is all about showing the values of women, okay? The good things about women, but none of the bad things. Okay, they're showing you plenty of the bad things that men do, none of the bad things that women do. Okay, and honest to God, okay, in the real world, okay, women are also very fickle when it comes to fucking monogamous relationships, especially in their 20s. Okay, their 20s is when society tells them you got to go out there, you got to ride the cock carousel, you got to get fucking laid. Don't settle down, blah blah blah. Don't do any of that shit. Okay, go get yours the way men do, which is bullshit. Most men don't do that. They wish they could, I'll give you that, but most men do not do that. But most women can do that. They can't have fucking lots of fucking sex with lots of fucking guys, all right? And so when they do, okay, in women's nature, not all women, but a lot of women, like, especially today, I don't know the actual numbers, okay? But you women know I'm telling you the truth, okay? Most women today, especially if they're in their late 20s, early 30s, okay, when they want a relationship from a guy because they want to lock him down. This is exactly what Ken's trying to do to Barbie. I want to lock you down as my official girlfriend, bride wife, but, I am going to fuck around on you every once in a while whenever I fucking feel like it. That's basically what he's trying to tell Barbie. Okay? Now, that's obviously bad. Okay? But how different is it from what women want? Okay? Women want to lock down a guy too. Okay? And until someone better comes along. They want him to know that their guy is not fucking around them while they're actively looking for a better guy to replace this guy. Once they find the better guy, they get rid of that guy and move on up. It's called hypergamy. Okay? You move on, you trade up, not down. Okay, so women do the same fucking shit. Okay, so I don't understand why no one's calling out Barbie on that shit. Okay, I guess it's because in Barbie Land the women aren't attracted to men; they're only attracted to each other. Okay, and the only man that gets respect in Barbie Land is the Barbie with a cock. That's the only one. Okay, so but that's not mentioned in this movie. Is the shit that women do? Okay, the misandry. Okay, that they experience as well, that they put on men. That's not in here, okay? A woman could easily say what I just said. Well, how about I just want, some guy, who's going to love me and be faithful to me, and support me, until I find a better guy. She could have said that too. Now, it would have been the truth. It would have been the truth. What the fuck? But we're going to give Ken shit for saying it. He says, like, yeah, I want you to be my bride wife. I want all that stuff, commitment, all that, but I'm going to fuck around on you. Because he just realized he's a high value guy. You see what I mean? Before he didn't realize that. Now he does. So, I think it's kind of hypocritical that nobody points out the shit that women do to men, but they're going to point this out, okay? Same shit women want, they want to lock a guy down, okay, until someone better comes along, okay? Meanwhile, guys, what guys want to do, okay, and I'm not condoning any of this shit, but it's true. And you women know this too, okay? Men, on the other hand, okay, we want to lock down the best girl we can find and then just have, some side pieces, okay? Which means that when a man wants to get married, he wants to, out of all the women he's dated or he's used to, he wants to pick the best one, the one that treats him the best, looks the best, everything, okay? The best relationship, the best one he can talk to the most, the one he can, he has feelings for. That's the one he's going to wipe up. That's the one he's going to put a ring on. That's the one he's going to devote his life to. Okay, that's the one he's going to pay for the house. He's going to pay for the fucking, the kids, all that kind of shit. Okay, when he finds the best out of all the women, he picks the best one. Okay, now every once in a while, does he want to fuck around? Hell yeah. Okay. He feels he's entitled to a fucking... I'm not condoning this shit, all right? But I'm saying guys will tend to feel they're entitled to a side piece. Hey, wife ain't gonna know about it. What the fuck, man? I'm in my 40s, man, and here's this chick is fucking 21. How often does a fucking 21-year-old want to fuck me? My wife's the same age as me. She don't look like this. I'm just gonna fuck her a couple of times, and then I'll get rid of her. She's young. She'll find somebody else. Who gives a shit? Nobody's gonna know. Fuck it. She's hot, and I want to fuck her. You see what I mean? He didn't say I want to marry her. I want to leave my wife for her. You see what I mean? That's the difference. That's the difference. Both situations I just gave you, what the woman does, what the guy does, both of them are wrong. They're both wrong. But only one's getting called out in this movie. See what I mean? You're trying to make us believe by omitting what women do. You're trying to make us believe that it's only men that do this shit. No, men do it the way I just explained it. They pick the best woman, they marry her, devote their lives to her, and then they have the pieces on the side. That's how, women, they just grab a guy, lock him down, while they're actively looking for a better guy. So what the fuck? It's just different. They're both being assholes, but they're doing it differently. That's it. That's the only difference. What the fuck? So that's going on here, okay? Ken's like, hey, Barbie, well, brewski me. Okay, in other words, he's saying, give me a beer. And she's like, I will not brewski you. Now, I noticed that everything there in the Barbie land, okay, Ken converted everything in his casa, his dojo, mojo, his mojo, dojo, casa. Everything in there is just stereotypical, guys. It's a man cave, okay? And what's wrong with having a fucking man cave? Now, obviously, he took over Barbie's house, which sucks, but, they never built a house for Ken. Okay, they never did, all right? So he has to take over her house, or else he's not going to have a place to live, all right? But, when you think about it, let's say, but when a man marries a woman, they buy a house, okay? Well, who decorates the fucking house? The wife does. The wife decides what the fucking bathroom is going to look like. She decides what the bedroom's going to look like. She decides the kitchen, the dining room, the living room, okay? The kids' rooms. She has to approve what the kids want their rooms to fucking look like. She does everything, okay? What the fuck does the guy have? He has one fucking room, his little fucking man cave. He can decorate that however the fuck he wants. Whatever he wants to put old fucking video game consoles on there, or he wants to put superhero posters up, whatever the fuck he wants, he can put it in. That's the one fucking place in the fucking house that he paid for that he gets to decorate himself. Okay? And that's what Ken's doing here. It's exactly what Ken's doing here. And the women are all giving him dirty looks already. They're all, fucking Sasha and Gloria, who are not even involved in this. They're just like, with the fucking bitch faces, man. What the fuck? So that's going on here, okay? Barbie tells Ken, I will not brewski you. He's like, hey, no problem. Since the Barbies don't run everything here anymore, we can wear our hair any way that we want. And one of the kids like, I wear a hat now. Yeah, because he's fucking gay. All the kids are gay. All right. Like the girls are all like that, okay. And I did notice the Barbies are all wearing French maid outfits, okay, which I thought was kind of sexy. Hey, it's a turn on. It's a turn on. She looks good. She's in a French maid outfit. Yeah, we can do some role play, baby. Hell yeah. Bring me some French toast, maybe some croissants. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, okay, we're not talking about me though. All right. Anyway, so yeah, so the French maid outfit, which is sexy. Yeah, it is. I'm attracted to girls that wear that. All right, brunette Barbie, I don't know her fucking name, but brunette Barbie's there. And she offers the Kens some snacks. Hey, boys, I always like some snacks, which was so fucking nice. Oh, my God. To me, I was like, oh, my God, she's bringing them, You know, like what's the special occasion? Because this doesn't usually happen. You know, like my girl would just fucking show up and bring me something like that. No, she wants something, okay? But still, it's nice to see. It's nice to see. Now, I'm not saying that she has to live there. That's her whole purpose in life, is to fucking bring me snacks. No guy wants that either, okay? But this movie's making you think that's all men want women to do, is to bring them their snacks and massage their feet. Okay, get the fuck out of here. Yes, we like that sometimes, but most of the time, men just want you to be fucking you. Do whatever the fuck you want. As long as we have time for each other, that's all that matters, okay? I don't expect a woman to fucking pick up after me or clean my house or cook my fucking food. Okay, you know why? Because I wasn't raised in a generation where that was expected. Okay, I wasn't raised in that generation. None of us were. If you're the same age as me, we weren't raised that way. To believe that women have to clean up after everything, you know, and men have all the power. We were not raised that way. Okay, that's alien to us. You know, so to see this, like, well, shit, man. I didn't grow up like this, you know. So anyway, yeah. So that's going on. Okay, brunette Barbie offers some snacks. Okay, and then Ken Barbie. Yes, I said Ken Barbie. Sorry, catch myself. Right pronouns. He is also dressed up as a maid, as a French maid outfit. Okay, yeah, Ken Barbie. Ken Barbie. Why is it Ken Barbie? Because he's got a fucking cock. That's why. Because he's not a fucking woman. Okay. He's a guy. Ken Barbie is also there dressed up as a maid, and none of the real Kens have seen anything wrong with this. Okay, hence these are not real men playing Kens. A real man would definitely notice something about this. Okay, and let me tell you right now, and I'm not being transphobic or homophobic or anything like fucking that. Okay, but ladies, if a biological man was dressed as a woman, makeup, you know, wig, you know, heels, all that shit, you know, and came up to you, okay, and started trying to touch you, how would that make you feel? Now, I'm not talking about this someone you know. Oh, yes, I've known her for years. Wow, yeah, we mess around like that all the time. No, I'm not talking about someone you know. I'm talking about a fucking stranger. No, you wouldn't like that, would you? Would you? Okay? So how do you think we feel when a guy comes up to us and just because they're fucking wearing a wig and some heels and some makeup on, how do you think that fucking makes us feel when they start flirting with us or start trying to touch us the way like a woman would touch us? Okay, no, we get fucking defensive. No. Okay, you know why? Because we have the right, just like you do. We have the right to refuse sexual advances from anybody we don't want advances from. You see what I mean? And this movie just kind of leaves that out. You're just supposed to go with it. Okay? And no, I'm not going to go with it. Okay, us guys are not going to. Just because a bunch of fucking libtards made this movie doesn't mean that that's the way men really think. Okay, now personally, I have no problem with guys. If they want to look like women, that's fine. More power to them. Okay, I got nothing against that. Okay? I got nothing against it. But don't fucking get mad at me if I'm not attracted to you. Okay? Don't call me a transphobic because I don't want to fuck you. You see what I mean? I'm not the fucked up one here. Sorry, but I like my women real. All right. So anyway, that's going on here. Okay. Helpful, you know. And Ken Barbie tells stereotypical Barbie, I like being a helpful, mentally ill doll, Ken doll. Okay, no, she didn't say that. Sorry, he didn't say that. I gotta keep correcting myself. Oh my God. All right. So he says, I like being a helpfully mentally ill Ken doll. Okay. No, what he says was that he likes being a decoration. Okay. No, you're not a decoration. You're a weirdo. You're a fucking weirdo. Okay. Okay. Which is funny because, you know, the Barbies, when the Barbies controlled Barbie Land, they had no problem with the Kens being the decoration. The Kens were just there to look good and to tell the Barbies how beautiful they were. Okay, that's their whole purpose. They weren't there to fucking do anything else. They couldn't even fucking swim. They couldn't fucking go in the water. They couldn't surf. Nothing. Okay, they were just there to tell the Barbies how beautiful the Barbies were. That's all they're there to do. They were just decorations. Okay, and when the Kens were a decoration, nobody had a problem with that. But even though this is also a Ken, this is a Ken that thinks he's a Barbie. And now they have a problem with it. They have a problem with this Ken Barbie being a decoration. You see what I mean? That's the hypocrisy I'm talking about. Okay, it's not a problem when the Kens are the decoration. Okay, but when the Barbie Ken is the decoration, then there's a problem. Oh, that's misogyny. You see what I mean? It's bullshit. No, the real misogyny, okay, is that you ladies that like this shit are losing your rights to men like this. Yeah. Because in case you haven't noticed, ladies, you're not even really considered women anymore. There's no such thing as a woman now, according to these fucking weirdos. Ken Barbie is the real woman, not you. Yeah, think about that. Okay, so that's going on here. The Barbies love giving the Kens foot massages. And then brunette Barbie tells stereotypical Barbie, oh yeah, you know what? And Alan loves to help us give all the kids foot massages. And then Alan, who fucking has almost no screen time, so he shows up, okay, and he's like, no, I don't. I don't like giving the kids foot massages. I don't. And then he goes away, okay? Now, Alan, basically, we see very little. He's like this average-looking guy. He's like this dorky guy, but he's the only guy there that fucking doesn't like being in Barbie land, okay? He doesn't like the Kens. He doesn't like the Barbies. He wishes he'd get the fuck out of there. He doesn't know what he's doing there. He realizes that this whole land is fucked up. He's sarcastic, okay? He's angry, you know? He's just like, what the fuck am I doing here? These guys are all assholes. These girls are all fucking stupid and fake. Like, what the fuck am I doing here? But he doesn't do anything about it. Okay, but clearly he doesn't like being there. He's the only one that's self-aware of how fucked up Barbie land is, all right? But for some reason, he doesn't leave, okay? Yeah. And then brunette Barbie says, you know what? Not having to make any decisions is like a spa day for my brains. So in order for you to be nice to a guy, you got to be a fucking idiot, is what they're trying to tell you. So let's say, ladies, if you want your husband, if you want to bring your husband something to drink from the fridge, then you're a fucking idiot. And you know what? It was, when Ken Barbie showed up in the maid outfit and said, "I enjoy being a decoration." Barbie told her, "I was hoping she would say you're a man." But she didn't. She said, "But you're a doctor." No. She ain't a doctor. She's no more a doctor than she is a fucking French maid. She's no more a doctor than she is a fucking girl. Okay? The fuck. Anyway, so Barbie goes to Ken. What's wrong with them? And Ken's like, well, I just explained to them the immaculate, impeccable, seamless garment of logic that is the patriarchy. And they crumbled. You know what? Well, I wish somebody in this movie explained the patriarchy to me, okay? Because no one has ever explained the patriarchy to me, the audience, okay? I have never lived in a world where it was acceptable and preferred and desired, okay, for men to control women, okay? I've never grew up in that world. I never fucking saw it happen, okay? It definitely wasn't part of my culture. My mom didn't fucking raise me that way, okay? And none of my friends' moms raised them that way either. So where the fuck is this mythical patriarchy you're talking about that keeps women down? Okay? That promotes keeping women down. Nobody fucking does that anymore. It's 2023, for Christ's sake. What the fuck do you think it is? The 1800s? Like, what the fuck? So Gloria says, this is like when my Spanish ancestors came to America, okay, back in the 1500s, okay, and they gave my other Native American ancestors smallpox. The Native Americans had no immunities to the disease. They had nothing to fight back with, okay, which is true. Okay, the Spanish, who everyone forgets the Spanish were white. Everyone forgets that part. When the Spanish came over here, okay, they mated with the Aztecs. Okay, that's what created Mexicans, all right? But yes, they also brought diseases. okay, that the Aztecs had never experienced, like smallpox. Okay, smallpox wiped out over 90% of the Native Americans in America were wiped out by smallpox. That is true. And in exchange, the Native Americans gave the white fucking Spanish Europeans fucking syphilis. Okay, that was their contribution. Okay, so winners everywhere. But yes, okay, that's what she's pointing out to. Okay, yeah, you didn't know that, did you? Huh? Yeah, you didn't know that, did you? About Mexicans, did you? Yeah, everyone forgets that we're half white. What the fuck? You think Native Americans were just born believing in Jesus and speaking Spanish? You out of your fucking mind? Okay. Anyway, so that's going on, okay? And, and Gloria, so that's what Gloria says, okay, Ken vows to make Barbie Land like Century City in Los Angeles, okay, because they figured it out over there, okay? And Barbie's like, no, they didn't. They didn't because we failed them. We failed the real world. And then Ken's like, no, Barbie, you failed me. And then Ken gets in his speech, all right? Okay, I'm going to stop it right here, but I'll be back shortly to continue my review of Barbie. I thank you very much for watching this long, and I will see you soon on the next one. Bye.